The big picture of you, wake up from your depression. A story that will change your life. Do you know that sometimes when you are too clouded with the thoughts of things you have not done or have not achieved in life, you tend to forget where God has brought you from? Yes. I mean, you even forget that where you are right now was once your prayer request. But the big question is, was it by your power you got here? The answer is a big no. My name is Mr. Gloria Bossa. I'm a registered nurse, an author and a mentor. I want to share my personal story to encourage someone. I sometimes sit down to have a countdown of where I was before and the changes that had occurred till date, and one thing major keys that had kept me standing till date, is leveraging on graces which I want to share with you today. While still in school then, I happened to be a student that had so much passion for studies but had so much limitations. Do you know I knew how to read and write in junior secondary school? Surprised? I guess, but that is the truth. I carried my books daily with so much passion to school, but there was a vacuum of not knowing how to read and write. They mocked me to level where I had association problem. I was a very slow learner. Things became worsened when I finally found myself in nursing. The medical courses like anatomy, medical surgical nursing and others were too hard to comprehend to me. I could study a page for hours trying to figure out what they have taught, but the harder I tried, the more I became frustrated because my results were always coming out with failures. It came to a point where I don't go to the board to check results when posted because deep down in me, I knew I would fail. You can imagine the mental torture it gave to me. Friends, even though I smiled, but deep down in me, I had secret tears burning my heart on a daily basis. What then changed the game plans for me? 1. Consistency in knocking the door of study. Even though I was greeted at the door with failure after all my hard labors, I kept pushing because I kept the big picture of my greatness ahead of me. May I tell you that the day you lost your hope, you have lost the battles. Hope is the inner fuel you need to drive your car of destiny when everyone and everything say otherwise about where you are going. The vision is best understood by the carrier. Friend. Don't give up yet, for the battle is not over until you declare it. 2. Leveraging on graces. What is grace? Grace is God in your race. Grace is when God comes in to help you run the race that you have failed. When your hands cannot get to certain levels, you tap into the graces of those that carry what you desire. I can never forget the moments I had with my late mentor called late Mrs. Sagwa. She was someone I celebrated with everything. She was a woman that had a heart gold towards all that came in contact with her. She had so much passion for self-development and as such encouraged and pushed everyone that came in contact with her to the top. On one faithful day, she asked me why I was sad. I told her, I'm tired of fruitless studies and failures. She smiled and asked I go buy her food from her favorite restaurant. When I returned, she asked I sit down on her chair and eat that food, and whatever she represents works for me. That was huge. My friend, that encounter changed my life till date. It was from that day, I started seeing pictures of things I have studied. Struggling to read and understand ended that moment. The story of that failing young man ended. God took over my race. He made my daily tasks of studies more productive. By the grace of God, that failing boy has grown and is reaching out to distance around the world with the blessing of God through teaching of anatomy and medical surgical nursing. He has authored 2 books with titles, The Concept of Anatomy and Physiology and The Concept of Medical Surgical Nursing. Friends, may I ask you this? Who told you the lies you know about yourself? Who told you that you can't make it in your profession? Who told you that the results you produce today will determine how far you go? Wake up from your depression and build your hope again. Look unto Jesus, who is the finisher of our faith. He can make your star to shine again, and trust me, you will smile again. If he can turn my story from the failing young man to where I am today, he can give you a better end. Congratulations. And welcome to the world of impossibilities. I see you rising up to the top. Have this video blessed you? Click the like button and subscribe for future notifications. You can also share to encourage someone. Thank you and God bless you.